Just like a front office in the NBA, you gotta decide what players you're gonna draft based on quality and based on how much you can get them for. In this video, when I'm telling you about the players, I mean the females. And when I talk about the quality and the price you can get them for, I mean how bad she look and how much she gonna cost you. I mean like money, time, effort. This is your team. You are the franchise, the coach, the general manager, all that. You gotta make sure your players are happy and satisfied to keep them on the team. Never forget, you make the final decisions. Don't have your chicks running around here like the White Howard, getting your coach fired and your general manager fired. Now Stan Van Gundy and all Otis, they out the job because one player decided he doesn't want to play with these whack niggas or whatever. And now look, he gone. He not even in Orlando no more. Don't be having your chicks running around here calling the shots or whatever. You are the general manager. You are the coach. You make the calls. If she want to step, you let that girl step, bruh. Yo, the first mistake niggas make, they go out there and they try to draft 8 LeBron James, 2 Kevin Durant's, and a Kobe Bryant. Like, that's just not gonna happen unless you like the Miami Heat or something, and they don't even got that. Let's just be real. Ain't too many niggas got it like that. And if you just a regular old neighborhood nigga like me, you need to pick your players smart. Like, you need yourself a Norris Cole, a Mario Chalmers, and a Shane Battier before you go out there and try to get you a LeBron James. I mean, let's just be real. Let me break it down to you. Let me bring it back to the females. For instance, a female is not going to want to join a team unless she sees quality players already on that team. Just like in the NBA, if your team look like they got a chance to make it to the playoffs, then a star player like LeBron James is going to join your team. But LeBron James is not going to join the Charlotte Bobcats because they ain't got the players to help support him. So please, don't be one of those cats that go out there and try to get you all these LeBron Jameses and Kobe Bryants or whatever, because you just ain't got the time or the resources to get those players. You got to take your time and get your Norris Cole, like I said earlier, your Mario Chalmers, your Shane Battier, and then maybe you can get yourself a Chris Bosh. Then maybe you can get yourself a Dwayne Wade. And with those players, LeBron James or the baddest chick will want to join your team. But other than that, you need to stick it to the bare minimum. Get your roster straight. You got to have somebody to play the games first. You can't walk in there with no team and trying to get the best player in the NBA. I mean, it just don't work like that. I mean, it's possible, but it'd be a lot easier if she got some players to play. Now, let's discuss the importance of role players. And when I say role players, I mean friends. I mean, you got your girls that you want to get with, and then you got the girls, you just want to kick it with, you know what I'm saying? Talk to, see where they head at. And if they come around, then they come around. But these are the friends that you need to help persuade and make you look good, you know what I'm saying? Like if you walking down the street and you got 3 chicks on your arm and they you know what I'm saying, a couple of 7s or maybe like a 6 or whatever, and this one 10 being LeBron James or Kevin Durant, see you with them 3 girls, she gonna want to play for you. She gonna want to know why is it that all these girls. One thing that's gonna really trip her out is if y'all having a good time, y'all laughing, and y'all just enjoying. This goes back to having your team and your players happy. That's why you hear about people in South Beach or whatever talking about how good their organization is, how good their general manager is. If word gets out that you keep your players happy and y'all got a reputable team, I mean a team that looks good, not just out there like the Bobcats or whatever, just out there playing games or whatever. But if you out there with the roster like and y'all winning games and y'all going to the playoffs every year, well not every year, but on a consistent basis, then she gonna want to play for you. She gonna want to. That's why I feel like these role players are sometimes underrated because cats ain't got the mind capacity to think like this. They think they gotta have the LeBron James first before anything. When it just don't work like that. You gotta build your team from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get your free agency. You gotta check the free agency and get those players. You gotta get players from the D League sometimes, man. I know it hurts to say that, but let's just be real. You gotta get some players on the roster before you can really persuade a bad chick or a premier player to join your team. Now it's very possible for you to have a bad chick signed to your team first and not even get your role players. I mean, but in the end, the goal is to have yourself sign, the baddest chick on your team. Because once that happens, you're gonna have players coming and just begging to play for you. I mean, that's why in South Beach you got players like Ray Allen who taking pay cuts just to join your team. You got people like Rashard Lewis taking pay cuts just to join a team. I mean, all of these players who could have played with some other team got more money, but they decided to play for this team, South Beach, Miami, just because they knew it was a good team. Because their general manager keep their players happy. That's how you gotta go after your players, man. You gotta keep your players happy. Leave some comments at the bottom. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me what things I could have done better. Cause you know, ain't nobody perfect. But I'm just trying to give you my input or whatever. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at PhilipBanks. But yo, here's some food for thought. Something I want y'all to think about, and it's that life is 10% what happens to you, and 90% of how you react to it. Now, I heard the men's head coach from Kentucky say that. His name was like Calipari, however you say that nigga name, but I thought it was real deep. But hey, tune in next week to for the next new video or whatever. And please, please don't have your chick running around here like Dwight Howard, man. Cause you would just end up like another Stan Van Gundy or the old Otis, man. You just out the game, bro. You just chilling in Florida or whatever, waiting for the next team to call you up. And that is just not a good look, bro. But hey, thanks for tuning in, man. I'll holla at y'all. Alright.